I'm with Regina FallahHausman. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes, thank you very much. I met Regina actually 2 days ago, and actually it's a pleasure for me to have you in Mexico. And now we have the opportunity to listen from a person that has worked in human rights all around the world, and that's something really amazing. And I would like you to say something for Mexican community that they have received here in Mexico.
Well, my name is Regina FallahHausman, and I am from Sierra Leone. I have lived in the United States for 25 years now.
Can you tell them where Sierra Leone is located at?
Sierra Leone is in West Africa, and it's a very small country, about 6.5 million people. So it's a really small country. I grew up there. I was there till I was 17 years old.
17 years old.
Yes, and I moved to the United States.
What do you do in the United States?
I'm a special education teacher, and I work in schools, and I work from first grade to high school.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to share with all Mexican people and probably people in the United States that are looking at this video, if you can share with us how you start the project in Sierra Leone that you work right now.
I had taken my two daughters who I had in the United States. They were about 8 and 2, I believe, yes, because they are 6 years apart. So I took them on vacation. I went to go visit my mother, who still lives in Sierra Leone. I went to visit her, and...
What is the name of the town?
It's Bo.
Bo, okay.
Yes. So I went to visit her, and when I went, I noticed that some of the children could not communicate with my children. Language barrier. And also, they had not gone to school. They were home.
How old were they around?
Some of them were about 8 years old.
8 years
the
old.
Same age as my older daughter.
Okay.
And they were not in school. So that just moved me. I knew I needed to do something. So I returned after my vacation.
To the United States?
To the United States. I returned home now, that I call United States. I returned home, and I started discussing this with my sister, who is also an advocate and an activist. And I told her that, this is something that I really want to make a difference. And so we decided that we were going to, because I don't have money laying in the bank.
Tell us about the money. How did you reach the money to create a school in Sierra Leone?
Yes. So what I did was, my sister and I did was, I'll go to school to work,
yes,
and I'll go to the bodega and buy lunch. So that will cost me about $10
every day.
Every day. So what I did was, my sister and I did was, every day, instead of going to the store to buy lunch for $10, we decided to save $10 a day, which was for our lunch. So instead, I had to prepare lunch from home, from leftover food, and I took it to school. So that's how I was able to save. So $10 a day, times 5 per week, and times 4 weeks in a month, and I saved that. So that was about $200 each. So every month we saved that money, and then we put it together. My sister was saving as well, so we put it together, and that's how we were able to build something, a structure. And as a teacher, I created a curriculum.
Can you tell us a little bit what do you do in Sierra Leone in the school? What's the conditions? What kind of people go to the school? Is it public, private? Is it free?
No.
Do you charge?
No, this is because the reason why some of the kids, like I mentioned, were not going to school is because they could not afford to go to the private preschools.
Okay.
So that's why I decided to create this preschool.
Okay.
And since they do not have money, this was a free of charge school.
Okay.
And that's how I started.
How many students do you have right now?
I have about 2 classrooms with 12 students per classroom.
And when did you start that project?
This is the 3rd year.
Okay. Okay. That's for me. That's something very amazing. How to change the world. How to help the countries where we have people who are living in poverty and overall people that they don't have the same opportunity that we do.
Yes, we can do it. We can do it. It's not about having a lot of money. It's about finding ways and kind of cutting some edges, that you can save in order to create this.
After you are working in this project, I know that you are working for some international organizations that gather people who fight for human rights through the world. And you have had different experiences around the world. What is one of those experiences about all the countries that you have traveled that have touched your life?
Well, we just started, my partners and I started working in Kenya. And it's an orphanage.
Yes.
And all of the three of us in the partnership are educators. I am the special education specialist, and we have an early childhood specialist who is from Virginia. And we have a technology specialist who is from Zambia. And the three of us go to Kenya and work in the orphanage. And
wow.
We have the ages of the kids are from preschool
yes.
to like high school.
Okay.
So their plan is to homeschool the students. They have a big compound, and they have a school where they can have, and they have a residential area. So these kids, I just love going there because I was having dinners with them, lunches with them. It was just amazing. And some of the things that I noticed was that the special education population in Africa, there's not a lot of knowledge about how to work with those types of population. And when I went there, even though some of the people felt that these children do not learn, and it's a fact that they can learn too, but it's just ways of how to implement those strategies in order to reach them. Because there are so many people that have different types of learning. We all do not learn the same. So they have different types of learning that we're learning. So that's how you can understand how to reach those.
As well, Regina, I want to share with you that a lot of friends that I have in the United States, probably a very big Mexican community that lives in the United States, they probably have the opportunity to help other people around the world, probably in some poor communities that we have in Mexico. But sometimes we just don't know how to start a project around the world. So I want to thank you for sharing this, and I want to tell all the Mexican people that are watching this video and the Mexican people who live in the United States, or probably other people from different nationalities that live in the United States, that probably will have the opportunity to help others through this project. Thank you very much, Regina, for your time. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
See you very soon in Mexico.
Very soon, I will be back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.